Well, good day, Tubes. How's she hanging? It's freaking cold out here today. Anyways, it's also winter time. We're gonna try to get this clutch figured out on this 2N in here and see if I can, what I can do with that rod, because that is not the right rod. And I don't know, someone made this up or what, but it should be a straight shot all the way down. They put a little bend in it. I don't even think it's for this tractor, but who knows. So we got to get her apart here and either lengthen the threads out or make a whole new rod, which I would have to probably reuse this end. And we'll inspect her here a bit once I get her off, because there's a lot of play in there that's there, supposed to be there. That's that, you know, bearing throwout thing moving there, but it shouldn't do that. It should probably be until it's like right there, and then it starts to engage, and then it pushes all that clutch in and stuff and disengages the drive. So I just don't have that amount of, what do you call it here? Play, I guess we'll call it. So the trouble with this though is, I don't know if I can get this right out without some kind of tools. And the trouble with that is I think the whole rod's got a bend in it, so that might make it a little harder to thread more threads down, which I was just going to do. So, we will have to probably get a longer tool on this because I'm hitting some harder threads now. We will have to probably make a new rod, but I don't even know if I have any rod today. What we might do until I can get some rod to make up a new one, because I'm pretty sure, well, I've got some to measure with, but I don't know if I have the right diameter of rod. Come on, baby. They definitely got her way longer than we need. So yeah, this I don't know what this rod is from. Somebody's made her up. Somebody's made up everything, I think, for this poor tractor. That's the unfortunate thing, but I should just try to get it off the turnbuckle there at the end where it joins in, but I couldn't. It didn't seem to want to let that pin out. I didn't really get under there to look why, but there's a pin like this down there that hooks into the, it's like a mount thing to the clutch rod there, the clutch shaft. This is called an actuator shaft, I believe this one is. I think we almost got her. Hey, we got her. Okay. So I don't know what the thing is from, but oh, she's got a pretty good bend in her. Right, of course, where I want to thread more onto it, so I think I'm going to end up having to build a new rod and probably weld. It looks like it might have already been welded once, I don't know. Yeah, if that was straighter, I could just do some more threads to it, but I think I'm going to end up having to build a new rod for it. Darn it. Didn't really want to do that. But anywho, I got no heat on in here today, so it's just as warm as outside. Alright, well, let's see. Oh yeah, that's not really in very good shape. Oh man, not one thing, it's everything. Anyways, I gotta see if I can find a bit of rod. I don't even really know what size this stuff is yet. And I'm gonna have to also see if I can find the right tap for that to tap threads back into it. So, we'll see what we got. So it looks like we got about a 3/8. I believe that's what that measurement is, inch rod. I don't think I have any of that stuff. Let's just double check our thing on the tape here. Oh, it's all glary for you guys. So we got, yeah, I would say that's a 3/8. 3/8 rod. Oh, it's too glary. You guys can't see. Let's see if we can get it this way. Let's see if we can get her this way. 3/8 rod, I would say. So, I don't think I have any other than... No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't use my extension. I would have shortened this, cut a inch out of it or so, welded it back together, but there is some threads that are kind of buggered up here. From what, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to reuse this one. We will have to find a piece of 3/8 rod. And unfortunately, I guess I'll have to cut off this little guy here, which I kind of wondered if it hadn't been cut off before and redone. It kind of looks like a weld right there, but maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. It's really hard to say, but anyways, I'm pretty sure I don't have any 3/8 rod down in my other shed. I'll go look, but I doubt it, highly doubt it, so I'll have to see if I can get a piece of it someplace. So, let's see if I can find the tap that we're going to need for that. Okay, the tap and die set. So 3/8 National Fine. Oh boy, I might not even have one of those, you know that? Let me look here. I've got 3/8 National Course, 3/8, no. These are all kind of 3/8 National Fine, that might be it there. 3/8 National Fine, that might be it. So let's see here, let's just test with these things here. And what I'm expecting, because I got a 3/8 National Fine 24. Hey-ha. That's a 24. Let's see if that's accurate. It's looking, oops, sorry. It's looking pretty good there, but it's not a very good, not very good on those threads, so, well, if I can get her out of this thing. I think that's the thread one we needed there. Now this isn't going to thread on too well here, but pretty crunchy. I guess I won't even bother doing that. So I got to go see if I can find some rod first, though. And yeah, I doubt I've got any of that. Highly doubt it. So I'll probably have to go shopping someplace and see if I can pick some up. But maybe we'll get the radius rods and stuff back together today, and I'll have to look for a hunk of rod. Alright, those are the bolts that hold everything all together there, and they all kind of came out where the way they shouldn't have. I mean, I guess that's fine, but it's not really a bolt, if you know what I mean. Like, I should probably either replace that with a bolt, because they're regular threads there, but then fine on here. But I got to get all these out of here, so I think that's what size we got there, an 11/16. Yeah, so we got to get all these out of here again. Actually, I think this one, funny enough, kind of stayed in as a stud, but that bottom one is probably not. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go down and get all these apart. Either that or put them together with just a bolt at the exact same length. And get them apart and Loctite them back in, clean all the holes out and everything, And there's something I wanted to show you. Some of you may not agree with this fix, but you'll probably think, oh, just fix it right, bud. You can get parts, but they're very expensive for these. Either these wear out and you're really screwed, or the ball in here or in here and the foot thing wears out. And then you get all this movement. So I'm gonna get a piece of material stuff and wedge it in there and then sandwich it all back together, drive on. That's what we did at the other two end, and it took a lot of the play out that way, right? So it worked actually pretty good. So let me give me a few and I'll run down and get these ones apart anyways. I guess that one we'll just leave them. The one that came out right. And I gotta get all these apart and clean them up a bit. And we can put the studs back in with maybe some Loctite or something. I don't know, we'll see. Or I just find bolts and just bolt them back in. Same deal, different way. All right, we got them cleaned up a little bit, and I got some medium Loctite to put on these threads here when we put those back in. I gotta clean the other side out yet though here with some brake cleaner or something. Let her dry up a minute or two. Yeah, so those are good. Unfortunately, I got no 3/8 rod. I got a 1/2 inch. That won't work. Anyways, let's get in here and get these back together. Well, those anyways. Okay, so just any residue that might be in here on these, we'll give them a cleaning. Should do the other side. And this side, of course, is only the one, but I'll do that guy too. And I didn't think those things go right in. I think they actually go right into the, yeah. So that's actually interesting because that to be into, well, let's think now. It's probably getting close to where it's wet, dry. That input shaft goes into the flywheel here. And then this kind of come up, and then it was like a big plate thing up there. Yeah, it's probably getting close to where it's wet, but I think it actually threads into this thing here, if I'm right. I'm thinking anyways. Yeah, it's right there. So they're in a fair piece before they actually thread. But that's good. I should get some air, I guess, and psh that out too. I just don't have any air primed up or ready to go, so I'm just gonna leave them, I guess. But anyways, the trick that I did before, and it worked pretty good, to take some of the slop out of these is when you put it together, this isn't exactly the right stuff, more like your wife's bed sheets or something would work good. You jam a piece of that in there first, and then jam this guy in. Once you get her all lined up again, jam that guy in, and then slam her home with your other ball here, and then that creates a little bit of a. Just gotta go that way. Creates a little bit of a breather gap, we'll say, for taking a bit of that slop out. Now it's not gonna last forever. That's why I was gonna say you guys beyond me because no, wait, just fix it right. Well, yeah, you could, but now I think to get this out of here, if this didn't, well, I guess either way it would still come out, but I'm thinking you might have to get on the inside, but this might be welded inside or something inside, I don't know. But yeah, you can get these parts and then the new thing there, but then if your ball's still a little bit wore out, you're still gonna have slop anyway. So at least this, you can take it off again, put a new piece in if you have to, and drive on. And it takes all that extra slop out of there for a while. Anyways, it won't be a permanent fix, but that's what I did on another two end. Man, it actually worked a long time. It was really good. So, but eventually it'll beat that down, and then it'll wear out again. But and you could put a bit of grease in there if you wanted to. I'm gonna do these dry because as much as I'm gonna be driving this thing, like if I was gonna be driving her in the Indy 500, yeah, I would put new things on. But I'm not going to, so I'm not going to. So, anyways, yeah, let's get everything back together here. All right, let's see what we can do here. So I got one stud here ready to go. And I guess these are gonna have to, well, no, I got these off, that's right, sorry. I'm still thinking that I had to fight with these things, but no, we're good now. Okay, so, whoop, well, just go down there maybe. Let's get that started. Darn, I didn't bring a towel with me. And Loctite for this guy. It's still a bit dirty in there, but we'll try our best. This is medium stuff, so it'll come back out if it has to. Okay, that's about as far as I can do her by hand, and it's got to go a little more than that. So, if I had a second, nut, I could do it with 2 nuts, I guess, too, couldn't I? Thinking ahead of the box. Oh, that one's a bit dirty. It's probably going to be bindy. Ah, well. I'll just do her with the farmer pliers here. As far as I can, anyways. I think that'll mostly get her. A little more if I can. Oh, I can't even believe the clutch rod isn't even right on this hole. Jumping. That's about even. Okay. Here's where the magic comes in. Now, trying to remember how I did this before. If I did it with 2 pieces or just the one. I just really don't remember. And then you can trim it after too if you want to. Or you can just put them back together the way they were. It's like this one doesn't seem to want to work for me today. Go. Okay, that sucked. Okay. So now everything fell to the floor, of course. That we were gonna need. And it fell way over there now. Isn't that always the way? Okay, let's try this again. My fingers don't want to seem to work today. It's too cold in here, maybe. I don't want to pull it back. These probably should have a lock washer too, maybe on them. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get a couple lock washers. Okay, a couple of lock washers. I think there was some on there anyways, but I don't remember. I don't remember now. Nothing like fine threads. That wouldn't be here now. I didn't clean this nut up, but should still be good. And we're gonna need our 11/16s again down here. So yes, it doesn't look beautiful, but you can trim this or take something and like singe that stuff off, like a small propane torch or something if you wanted to. Just don't light fire to your tractor, because then you'll be like, Bill burned my tractor down because he told me to torch it. Well, yeah, but not get her red hot there, bud. Hopefully this is all lining up in the right spot. I think I'm still going to have a bit of movement in this. Can't get the box into that one, so I'll have to do this one this way. And torqueness, I don't know, just go tight. Fine threads are really good for fine adjusting things, and they take fairly good pressure, but I wouldn't go crazy on them. that's snugged her up quite a bit. And you'll want to drive around a bit, of course, which we won't be able to do today because I don't have a rod for the clutch. And then have to readjust those. Okay, I guess while we're here, we can get the steering back to where she should be too. That's the same size, is it not? Or is it not? Well, I don't know now. It's probably some stupid metric. Yes, it is. Isn't that awful? Stupid metric. Okay, now I take that back. She's an old 78. 7/8. Okay, so this is tricky because you can't get too close here because you still gotta get your nut in and get her started. Castellated nut. Come on, baby. Doesn't help that the fingers are numb much. Okay, what's going on here? Of course, you start fine out here. Not always the way. There we go. Okay, so when I first put these on, I didn't go tight enough. They were, I drove around a bit and then I didn't really put the cotter pins on too hard, so they definitely weren't tight enough. So these, I think you gotta go fairly tight with them. But there's not a lot of clearance back in here. But then you're, maybe that should have a washer under it. Because I'm almost out of clearance there now. I wonder if I should have a washer under that. Huh. Well, I don't remember because yeah, I'm gonna need a washer, I think. My little hole at the cotter pin for the castellated nut here was almost right out, so I'm gonna need some kind of washer. Okay, back to the washers. Okay, we got some washers. Maybe that'll help bring it out a little bit. So get this whole line back up with a washer on first. Stay. Start the nut. Yay. Got it started. Makes it a little tighter though, but I think that's probably better. Yeah, that's bringing her out a little more better. Wait a minute, that's not the right one. Yeah, no. That's the right one. Okay, that's way more better. So yeah, these have to tighten down a fair chunk. But I'm going to leave them loose for now until I can get out and give it a ride because they'll loosen up again. So I'm going to go one more castellation. Got her, and I do have cotter pins somewhere. Where did I put them? Oh, Mr. Cotter Pin. There you are. I was going to drop one of those in there maybe for now, just so it doesn't move and I die and stuff. Okay, so that's good. That side. Still a bit of play in this. I should have redone this up there, but oh well, that's all right. She's good. Let's head to the other side. Woo! Sweet. Okay, same deal on this side. So let's start by getting some Loctite here. Loctite. Just a little bit of Loctite. I probably put too much on, but I guess we'll do that one on first. I'm sure they have such a sure they have such a tool as a stud, you know, jammer in machine tool thing. I haven't got one of them. Oh, still do it a little bit by hand. That's actually probably about it. I think we'll leave her there. Because by the time we get this guy on, we'll just say, well, there's still a bit left there, I guess. See if we can go a little more, maybe. Ah, that's probably good. Okay, number 2. A little bit of that stuff. Now, I want to see if I can get this guy back out of here, because we're going to have to get him out anyways. Alright, lovely. I think that was a good deal, putting new ones of them on. Those other ones were original, I think, and, well, pretty shot. I think that's almost about the same. Close enough. Okay, I think those will just continue to thread in until they ran out. So I'm kind of going from where they kind of were before, so hopefully that's all right. Okay, that's good. That can go back into there for now. And that. Fairly lined up. Hopefully those things are still all right. It looks like they're a little bit bigger than they should be, so that's why I'm kind of doing this stuff. All right, let's get another sheet of stuff cut here. And you don't need a whole lot, but oop, geez. So you can tell I'm not a sewer. I couldn't sew frickin' anything, I don't think. Not a sewer. So what? So I think that'll find its way in there. Okay. Come on, baby. Why are you so tight? Why are you so tight, mister? When in doubt, I don't know. Get a hammer, bigger hammer. Oh, he's jumping. It's all gonna fall apart on me now. Where'd that nut go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not a good thing. Lost a nut. Nope, there it is. He almost got away. Okay, why is this being so hard here? No, that's not gonna work. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. Well, I might have some of this material gummed up in here. Holy jumping. Okay, I think that's what was happening. Oh, that's definitely not sitting where I want it to. There we go. That's a little more better. Okay, we'll put, no, that's for, there we have locks. There. Still don't give me much to play with. No, that's not going the way I want it to. Hang on a sec here. What's going on here? This is definitely wore out, I think, here, but anyways. We'll have to probably readjust. I'm thinking later. There we go. That's where I wanted her. All right, so we should be all right there now. And my nuts are up here, fine threads. So I got the fuel tanks ready, sealed. I'm just going to let it sit, oh, maybe another month. I'm not in any hurry for it, so we'll let her sit maybe. All right, let's get this tightened up here. Not a whole lot of room to work on this side for some weird reason. So yeah, I gotta get out and get a chunk of rod. Which I could probably do that. Oh, this one's really tight. Why is this one so tight? How am I supposed to get in there? It's just tight enough too, I can't turn it by hand. Of course. What the heck's going on here? Don't think I can get that. Oh, just about. That should be good. Like I say, we'll have to snug her up again. Just give it a little rattle here. I think we're all right. Once we start driving it, these will probably loosen up a bit, and then we'll have to do it again. So. Okay, that's good for there. Now we got to get back into here for the steering. Put a washer on. Castellated nut. Seems even tighter on this side, hopefully. Okay, we're started. Snug this guy up real good. It's hard to see, but it's sucking it into the spline, the paper fitting in this thing. It's like a taper. Darn it, I wanted to drive her today, but I guess we're not doing that. Not without a working clutch, that's for sure. Okay, let's see. Where the heck is the pin on this one? Oh, there it is. Almost got her bang on. Okay, need another cotter. A little cotter in there just for now. That'll definitely need tightened up some more once we get driving and moving it around a bit. Yeah, it's still got a bit of play though. There's a bit of play in there, but that's not bad. It's bang right on. But I know there's a little play and I can just feel it. And that's in that gear in there. There was a little slop in that gear. So there's not much I could really do about it, but it's definitely better. Definitely better than it was. All right, there we go. I think we're good to go for that part of her anyways. So we got to get some rod. And we'll have to do that in a separate video and make that clutch rod up there, the actuator rod thing. So darn it. Oh well. The way she works. So yes, we'll get another chunk of rod. Then when I get the hood back together with the new refinished tank, I hate to leave that hood like that, but that's a lot of work. You almost need an outdoor sandblaster for that. And I do have one, I just really don't have the protective gear to be out there doing that. So, and then we got this. That definitely adds to the beat up look of it, doesn't it? Oh man, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get this thing back on. Like, it is so bad. Poor thing. My stepdad gave me another one, and we might have to use it, but oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. And then we got, of course, our bling bling to go back on. That's for the air tube cleaner thing, and I got the air cleaner down there. And it's got to go back on too, but the last little buttoning up stuff, I might just go ahead and do it. I mean, you guys probably don't want to see that part of it, putting all that little bitty stuff back on. So pretty much, for now, got this thing ready to go over here. Other than the rod and the last little things here and there, a couple of wiring things I want to change up, and good to go. So I think everything's good other than that. So yeah, it's coming pretty good. It's been a lot of work, but she's coming pretty good. The other thing is I won't be able to do it in the container, but to get that seal fixed down there on that 3-point hitch link arm, that little cover down there needs to have a new seal put under it. Gasket and glue back together, but you got to take all this apart, and I don't have enough width-wise to do that inside the container, so I'll have to do that outside whenever we get to that part. And then yeah, fuel tank back on, hood back on, and she'll look more like a tractor again. So yeah, no firing up today though. I'll just leave her for now. I think it would be all right, but anyways, that is it for today. So yeah, we got a little bit of play there, but that's not bad. There's a little bit of play, it's just in that steering gear down on the bottom where it meshes in. There was a little play there. I could have changed all that too, but I'm like, if I was driving it in the Indy, yeah, okay, I could see that, but no, I don't need to bother with that. So, but I think everything else is good. Hopefully. I got to figure out the exhaust here too, whether I just get a whole new pipe and get rid of all their slobbered stuff up that I got here. With all this down here, it was pretty bad. I think, need a new clamp for that, and then we should be good. Either that or straight pipe it up. I don't really want that all in my face, though. I'd rather have it going out the back. So, but there we go. That's it for today. We got her all buttoned up there. Anyway, we could drive it now if we had a clutch shaft actuator rod on and working. But anyways, that's all right. So we'll see you all next time. Thanks again for watching. Our next one will probably be building this rod. And I don't know when I'll get to it. I got to go find some rod first. So, and then we got to drive around, get everything all start to loosen up a bit again. We'll tighten things up, and then we should be all good. But yeah, a good little trick with that stuff. Although it's not going to last forever, but it does take a lot of that. If you got slop in your radius rod things there, that'll give her a bit of life for a while again, right? And that's actually really tight now, so that's good. she should be good. But anyways, thanks again. We'll catch you all later. And you guys have a good day.